Alright. Oh, mute that. Alright, let's see if I fix the audio issues this time. Probably not, because the technology hates me. Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Probably not. Technology hates me. It's not too bad so far. Hopefully I got all the issues sorted out. Let me get some louder noise just to balance things. No one showed up yet anyway, so might as well use this time to test it. Wait, what I turned that off for? Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. I don't hear the crackling noise yet, but that's not necessarily a guarantee. Oh, this is probably as good as I'm gonna get. Hopefully the audio's fixed. I really do not know what I'm doing when it comes to audio. Alright, might wait for someone to show up, might just continue on. We'll see. Turn down the game audio, so hopefully it's not overly loud, but I do need to turn down my TV. There it is. I don't get why Hyperlight, of all games, is so loud. Alright, so oops. I almost forgot. There we go. Alright, I believe I last left off after defeating the boss. Yeah. I did not die this time. So that's good. I guess I'll keep going. Grenades is bound to show up any moment. Hopefully. It's probably not a good idea to continue if I can't know if there's stream issues or not. I might wait till someone shows up. Just put it on pause. There you are, comrade. I think. Hola, comrade. How goes? Alright, I believe I left off after the frog. So, next is the mountain. Alright, now I messed around with a bunch of the audio settings, trying to turn down the game and hopefully fixing my mic, maybe. So let me know if it sounds good, if you can hear me, if you can hear the game at all. If the crackling noise is still there. I didn't hear it when I was testing, but that doesn't mean anything. Mic is still crackling a bit, I see. Alright, we're just gonna have to accept it. It's either my Elgato, my mic itself, because I've had the same one since I started the channel, or none of my cords are good. And it could also be the cord to the Elgato as well. Or it's the streaming software, or my new computer. I cannot... I don't know. We're just gonna put up with it, as long as the mic is sounding better than last time, because I think I had the wrong mic on. Alright, so, third time's the charm, right? Oh, I did not mean to have shotgun on. Oh, and by the way, I went back and reviewed the footage of how my furthest run failed. Alright, so in the middle of trying to heal, I got hit and it canceled the healing and I did not realize it. So then when I went up to just simple enemies, I did not realize I was at critical health. So that's the most unfortunate thing ever. So I gotta pay attention to that now. Okay, I can technically just go to the boss now. But I don't know how many gear bits I'm sacrificing to do that. No, I need charge slash before I fight him. No, I have it, don't I? No. Do I just keep... Do I keep going? Or do I go straight to the boss? Are the gear bits worth it? Nah, who cares? Since I'm not starting from the beginning anyway, might as well play just a little risky. Now. Anything in here? I don't think so. Alright, so... Can I keep fresh conversations on the 5th attempt? Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Oh, I don't have any healing. Alright, this was a bad idea. Cool. Okay, this is... Alright, I may have taken too big a risk. Alright. Well... That's what I get for playing it risky. I should have paid attention to how many... No, I was at full health packs, I think. Oh well, no harm done, I guess. It just... Sucks. I don't have any funny acronyms for pain. Did I already do this one? I don't remember. Alright, get ready for the unskippable cutscene. Okay, let me know how the audio balance is. I adjusted some of the volumes. I hope I'm not too loud. I hope the game's still not too loud, even though you didn't indeed already do ouch. I don't care. Oh, let me fix it. Settings. There we go. Should have done oof. I just thought about that. Well, that sucks. Hopefully it's not an omen of what's to come. I just gotta be more careful. I wish you could skip this. It's so loud. My TV volume is at like 3 or 4. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's see. Again, I'm kind of... After the 3rd stream and 6th reset, it's becoming harder to come up with new things to talk about. It's not as loud as it has been in past attempts, or I guess I turned it down enough. I just hope I didn't turn it down too much. Because not everything in the game is super loud. It's pretty loud generally, though. But especially this cutscene. I can barely hear myself. Probably louder through my mic than it is the actual audio. Here's the topic. What's the dog doing? Are you referring to the one in Hyperlight? Because I have no clue. Multi-dash, I miss ye every time. Yeah, I really need to just look up a plot synopsis of those who have, done the research as to what everything means. Because surely someone's at least tried to interpret it. I never finished translating all of those tablets, but I don't think there's really any like true lore behind them. It's just kind of vague messages. You can't get careless in the tutorial. I know there's an achievement for dying in the tutorial, but I do not want that achievement. Isn't there also an achievement for beating this game under a certain amount of time? Or am I confusing it with Solar Ash? Here we go. Tutorial's over with. I don't think I've ever seen a speedrun achievement for this game, or I must be confusing it with Solar Ash then. I just could have sworn I saw one, but I also might be confusing it with other games as well. Yeah, because I don't recall seeing it when I was looking through the achievement list the other day, just trying to see what was possible. Because the only stuff I haven't done is collect literally everything. The dash, the horde mode, soccer, no death, and new game alt. I think those are like the big ones that I've not done yet. I should do new game alt one day, but I really want to save that for whenever it is I get in another hyperlight mood in a couple of years or so. I really do not want to burn myself out on this game, especially with how many attempts this has taken. I still don't know what new game alt does. I know about there's like a different character you play as, and is it a different melee weapon or something? Or do you start with a different gun? Because I do not know. The only achievements that seems impossible are the dash ones, especially the 1000. I don't think you even get anything for 100 dashes other than, I think it's just a single gear bit. It's the 1000 dash that has the achievement. And yeah, that one is genuinely impossible. At least not without some, like, auto-clicker. And I'm not sure if that's even possible in Switch. Your game has a different weapon that has a little more reach than the sword. Alright. So I didn't know if it was like a different melee combo, or you just start with a different gun or what. Even if I 100% this game, I will never truly be able to get everything, purely because of the 1000 dash, and especially since something is locked behind it. And I think that's going to prevent you from getting multiple achievements, such as all swords or all everything. Nope, that's just a tablet not falling for that again. That's also way faster than the sword. Alright. Oh, okay. Can't see. There we are. But I'm certain in my route, though. I just need execution and not making stupid mistakes yet again. All I know is you apparently get a stamina upgrade for doing the 1000 dashes. Maybe that's the thing that skeleton guy is holding, because that would be cruel to lock the sword behind it, and then have an achievement for getting sword and all collectibles. Hopefully I don't miss a gear bit again this time. I don't know which one I missed that one time. So let's see, yeah, I'm kind of running out of topics to talk about. Still don't really know what to play next, so just been trying to find something to watch lately. Play a little bit of Monster Hunter every now and then, but that's just because I don't really know what else to do. And I'm really starting to feel at the end of that Monster Hunter grind fatigue. it's starting to appear. Oh, this is the run. We both had the same amount of attempts. Don't you put that into my head. uh, don't jinx it. Funny rain game compels you. I've considered it, alright. It may be the thing, I just don't know even what I'm in the mood for to begin with. I kinda wanna go back to Dark Souls 1, but I still should not just jump into another action RPG so soon. Especially since I can't stop playing Monster Hunter. Plus, I gotta finish this challenge before I even contemplate streaming that. And I still don't know if I'm even going to stream it or not. Dark Souls is just a game I would prefer to play in my own time whenever I want, but I could stream the first few hours and then play the rest of the game in my own time, but not entirely sure yet. But also just don't think I should play that game yet. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm in the mood for. Something new, just a simple platformer, an RPG that's maybe less fatiguing than a lot of the action RPGs I've been playing. I just don't know what I'm in the mood for yet. Indie game, big release, I don't know. Oh, speaking of indie games, like nearly every indie game under the sun is on sale on Switch right now, and I just don't know what's worth getting or not. Especially since it's kind of hard to filter of what's actually worth getting on the eShop because the eShop is horrendous. Oh. Like, it still baffles me to this day how non-functional the eShop is. It doesn't even load properly because it's just overloaded with shovelware. It is ridiculous. Mentally prepare yourself to Dark Souls 1. Again, you must. Yeah, eventually. I do plan on doing it. Just don't know when. I definitely shot there. Game. Don't you do stuff like that to me. Oh, I don't like that spot. No, good. For recommendations, I'd say give Hades a try if you're interested for a really good roguelike. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about that game, but I don't know. I don't know if I was ever interested in it or not. But potentially, but at the same time, I feel like I also see that game on sale all the time, so it's definitely not a um, get it before you miss out kind of thing. Okay, they were. That is a bad scenario. You could get one shot in this area so easily. Like that was very close. Maybe I can try to find something Hyperlight like. Or I guess that's just Zelda-like, but something that falls more towards Hyperlight's action. So surely there's more games out there similar to it. Cool. I played that risky. There we go. This is one of those unusually cruel rooms. Yep. This one and the one before is just... If things go wrong, you just get comboed to death. Alright, I was not paying attention. Did I get full gears? Alright, I did. Alright, there we go. Now we move on to Lake. To be honest, I don't even know if this is what the areas are called. I've just kind of called them that for so long. Like, are they canonically called Mountain, Lake, Forest, and Desert? Or did we just make that up? And give me that multi-dash, please. Thank you. Any game that's Zelda-like that comes to mind is Tunic. I've never tried it, but I hear good stuff about it. Yeah, but I'm thinking, because I don't necessarily care about 2D Zelda-like since I've never played a real 2D Zelda game, but just something that skews more towards Drifter's action focus. There we go. Well, alright, I'm getting better at that, but hopefully I'm not using up all my luck on that. I'd be hard pressed to find something like Drifter. Oh yeah, for sure, but I'm just curious if there's... I'm just curious if there's something like it. Not nearly on the same... Doesn't have to be on the same masterpiece level. That's nearly impossible, but just something kind of like it. Surely there has to be something. After fuck was taken for reaching 100. Oh no, I spent too many luck points. Ow. I knew I was missing something. I hear cats. Let me deal with it. Alright, I return. A certain neighborhood cat decided to visit while the other cat was outside. Perhaps of the orange variety. Let's see here. Oh. I can't remember. Did I ever figure out the secret to this one? Yeah, I did. It's... Didn't I? Ooh. Okay. Yes, it's just inevitable at this point. That cat loves to visit. I'm honestly shocked I've gone 2 streams without him visiting. I'm curious if you could even hear it over the mic or not. Probably not, but... I think this is it. What's over here? It's probably just a tablet. I keep on calling them monoliths, but I think they're tablets. Oh. Oh, here, a gear bit. Never mind. I really feel like there would be something else over here, right? Like, this is a lot of space. I can hear his pleas. It was less pleas and more of, the other cat not liking his pleas. Let me heal. I gotta be careful. I'm taking way too much unnecessary damage. Least favorite enemies, the frogs. I would say my least favorite enemies of this area are certainly the big plants. Nope. Nope. Oh, I thought for sure that was a secret. Wait, there has to be something there, right? Maybe not exactly where I was, but there's definitely something there. How do I get there? I don't think that's for show. Huh. And headbutt against every pixel now. It's one of those areas that seems like a hidden area, I guess. I mean, it has to be, unless there is some roundabout entrance, but I don't know, it just feels like... I mean, I guess you can't go over there either, so I don't know. How am I looking? Almost 2 so far. I don't think there's any gear bits over here, at least not that I can access yet, right? Man, this game looks incredible. Doesn't matter how many times I play it. It will always remain a fact. Aha. Oh. We don't... Is that secret thing only for the health pack that you can very clearly, visibly see? Surely not. I guess so. I tell you, this game has taught me to be paranoid about every square pixel. Least favorite soda? I mean... Can't... Least favorite's just hard to answer because I don't drink what I don't like. Grape Fanta, I guess. I hate grape flavored things. Yeah, I would never drink that again, so there's your answer. Concentration mode. I think the worst thing about the plants things is that even if they don't hit you, sometimes they trip you. I don't know exactly how. Okay, that went smoothly. So even if they don't damage you directly, they trip you, and then that just completely throws you off. Been a long time since I had Grape Fanta. I remember, like, I haven't had it probably since I was a kid, to be honest, but I just... me not liking grape flavoring anything has not changed, so I highly doubt my opinions on that have changed. Other than that, I really don't like Dr. Pepper, but I don't hate it. I just don't care for its flavor. Because once again, I just kind of already know what I like, and I just stick exclusively to what I do like. And rarely do I branch out and try like all these new flavors they're doing and stuff. Big Plant seemed to guarantee a triple and hit, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the flavor of Dr. Pepper. It's the aftertaste. I don't know why it always has such a gross aftertaste. Wow. Don't like Pepsi, but I also don't remember the last time I ever had it. I pretty much just stick to Coke products, root beer, and Mountain Dew products. And even then, I don't try too many of Mountain Dew's wild flavors. Here. Oh, look. Health pack. Come on. What can I use to slash over here? Mountain Dew is weird. Sometimes I like it, other times I don't. I like 3 flavors of Mountain Dew, but I do not even try most of their other flavors. So, I guess I'll have to come back for that one gear bit. Like, I like regular Mountain Dew. I love Code Red. Their Raspberry Lemonade is quite good as well. Ugh, I am terrible at timing these. I suppose that's also easier. And that's about it. I've never tried any of their other flavors to my knowledge. Alright, let's not waste this shot. Best breakfast foods? I'm not really the person to be asking that since I eat a bowl of cereal almost exclusively for breakfast. Oh, I didn't mean to take that, I didn't need it. But I guess in the few times I do eat normal breakfast, ow. I like French toast when it comes to breakfast at restaurants. Other that waffles are good. Bacon, obviously, It's impossible to dislike. That's about it, to be honest. Sometimes I don't mind biscuits. The cinnamon rolls are good, but I almost never like having that for breakfast. And that's about it. Don't really like any other breakfast foods. Pancakes are sometimes okay, but I honestly prefer waffles in most scenarios. Cereal's alright, but I usually prefer anything else more, yeah. I know, I'm just content with cereal. That's just kind of my instant go-to. And even now, but nowadays I've just... having cereal pretty much every day for your entire life, you kind of get sick of it, so... Now it's just kind of an every other day thing if I wake up early enough to even eat breakfast. Ow. Yeah, that's another thing. Most of the time, I just don't eat breakfast because I'm either not in the mood for it or I don't wake up early enough to eat breakfast, so I just skip straight to lunch most times. There has to be nothing over here. I always feel like there has to be something over here, but there's never anything. But I guess I do have the hot take that breakfast is my least favorite meal of the day. I mean, your first meal is obviously your most important meal, but when it comes to breakfast foods, they're not usually my favorite. Frosted Flakes is one of the best cereals for me. I also usually skip breakfast. I don't even know what my favorite cereal is, but recently, I've enjoyed this, Cinnamon Cheerio Oat. Dang it! That bullet just barely hit me as I try to heal. This happens every time. I get distracted talking, and then I lose concentration. Congratulations, you beat the game without dying in less attempts than I have. Seriously, it's a cursed topic as well. Alright. You know, I would really hate for this to be the successful attempt on the OOF file. Gonna have to ban cereal and ice cream topics now, yep. And I just barely got hit too. That's the sad thing. I was just inches away from getting behind cover to heal. I used up all my luck on the multi-dash. You gotta stop doing that. Whose file's going to be the run now? Alright, well, let's just will it into being, I guess. I don't want it to be the case, but I'd rather that than a reset. Alright, so now what? Since breakfast is a cursed topic. I'll wait for the cutscene to go, though, so you can actually hear me. It's so loud. Would I ever eat a ghost pepper? Not a chance. I cannot handle spice whatsoever. Not, you couldn't even pay me. I'm gonna get some water while the cutscene plays. Also love the design of Adjustment, yeah. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, they just absolutely nailed the visuals of this game in every way. I guess I'd say the only bosses I don't really care for the design of are not a fan of the frog. Maybe one of what's his name? The summoner robot, the one that you pull out of the ground. That one's just kind of nothing. But otherwise, the designs of this game are great. Really wish we got those beta bosses that I learned about. They look cool. Alright, this is the run. Let's not mess up again. I would really like to finish this challenge, please. We pretty much said the same thing. I would have liked more humanoid hyperlight bosses. That would have been neat. Oh, I didn't realize that I could even shoot past the thing. Let's see, to my knowledge, we've not had any updates on Breaker, right? Well, yeah, there's definitely no way we have gotten anything. It usually take months before any info is dropped. I just hope that game is good. I have concerns about it for sure. I especially don't think um some of this some of the footage they're showing is doing it many favors, but I still have hopes they can make something good. But I am worried that them using the Hyperlight branding is not going to do the game any favors. Because I've already seen several times of people already complaining that it's not pixel art. And that is just not their intention to do this game again. It's its own thing, but they're just kind of using the name for um, slight brand recognition as few people even know about this game. Honestly, they really should have called it something different, especially since they tricked us into thinking it was a Hyperlight sequel. I wish it looked like that 2D teaser trailer that first showed off the game. Like, having an entire game that looks like that would be awesome. Just for better to be playable in the game, that's my biggest hope. I would hope so as well, but I'm also not going to put all my hope in that. I just hope the game's fun. I'm just scared this is a over-ambitious project. Them getting in over their head of trying to do... Because what they're essentially doing is never been done before, even on a AAA scale. And that's... It's going to be hard to make it work, but if there's any dev I trust, it's them. I just hope they learned from their mistakes of Solar Ash and take the best elements of what they learned from that game and the best elements of Hyperlight. I gotta stop taking unnecessary hits. It's costing me health packs. Yeah, hand-drawn sort of style would be cool though. It'd take a long time to come out. I think the only way to make something like that work would be stuff like Demon Turf or essentially Paper Mario, where just have flat images in a 3D environment, or the camera's always facing behind the flat character. That would be so stylized though if they could like really push it how that animation looked. To like really replicate that. Like obviously they just hired someone offhand to make their trailer for them, but that would have been such... I mean, that would have been, how do I put it? Yeah, that would have been such a cool identity for the game. That just stands out in the way that this game does. Hollow Knight has that kind of art style. Yeah, the hand-drawn art style. But I'm referring to how it had the hand-drawn in the 3D environment thing, because they were still obviously going for 3D. Obviously, many games have done hand-drawn 2D art styles, but hand-drawn 3D art styles are way more rare. And way harder to pull off. I just hope their ambition isn't placed into the wrong thing. Because their whole infinite open world idea is... It's just going to be hard to pull off. An open world roguelike, 3D open world roguelike is just... That's just difficult. And it being online co-op too, that's just... Yeah, I have concerns, but again, I trust this team to at least deliver an unforgettable experience. Because even though Solar Ash is not the masterpiece that Hyperlight is, I still love that game to death. Speaking of, where's my Solar Ash physical heart machine? I really need that to exist, please. I would buy that in an instant. Yeah, 2D characters in a game like Breakers would probably be very weird. I mean, it would definitely be weird, but I know it'd be cool to pull off. Or at least, I don't know, like some visual effect that makes them appear 2D. I don't really know how... No, I was about to say maybe in the same way Arc Sys does, but that's because they always have the characters facing one flat angle of the screen. Yeah, open world roguelike just sounds very difficult to pull off. I agree. Um, that's what, once again why I keep saying I think they're just a little over ambitious. I'm very worried that they're trying to achieve something they cannot pull off, especially with their budget. It's not that I don't think it can be done, but it's going to be very hard to, pull it off. You definitely got to make sure the gameplay is consistent and fun enough that it doesn't get stale, and if the open world is still engaging enough to make up for the fact that it's not handcrafted. Like, obviously, the open world is probably going to be the least interesting part of the game, so hopefully they can make up for it in other ways with the combat and enemy variety. Now, if there's not enemy variety, that's going to be a big problem. And hopefully there's also lots of variety in how the combat constantly changes for it being a roguelike. Still, I just await the, not beta test, early access, and then so I can actually form my own opinions on it, hands-on. I hope my computer actually can run it. It barely ran Spark Electric Jester 3. Your enemy variety and combat variety definitely feel like the most important part to a roguelike. Yes, I agree. Or at least for an action game like this clearly is. I'm sure there's other types of roguelikes that aren't nearly as action focused, but its combat kind of seems like this is all this game is. So if that's not good, that's going to be a problem. Oh, and could always invest in a Steam Deck, yeah, I guess. But I have a functioning laptop. It's just whether or not it runs things well. Because it ran Spark, but especially now that I look back on it, not at a high frame rate. And especially in certain levels. Yeah, there were certainly some dips in certain levels. But it's also the problem of, especially when I'm playing games I've never played before, I can't know if it's an issue with the game itself or my laptop that can't run it. I almost forgot that. Did they get the combat up to how Hyper Light Drifter feels? Seemed real slow from what we've seen so far. Yeah, it doesn't seem as fast paced as I would like it, because Solar Ash's combat was like lightning fast, but there was no depth to it. Maybe they wanted to tone it back a little. I don't know. I also think that they also could, like, it could just be footage stuff. Like, they're intentionally not, like, not going crazy with their combat, or they're slowing. Get me out of here. I hate this area. Like, they could also be slowing down footage or animations just so you can see the animations, even though it would make a lot more sense to show how fast-paced your game is. But that could also just be helpful thinking. I don't know. It could be trailer stuff. I feel like a lot of the footage they've been showing in their trailers are just weirdly edited. Especially that last trailer. The editing in that was very weird. Okay, gotta be careful. I dashed the other way. Alright, well, that was a bad run. We're off to a great start. Ugh, that one sucked. He just wouldn't stop doing it. There's like no room to hit him. Pretty rough stuff for you. Yep. Alright, well, at least it wasn't Oof that did it. I don't have any other ideas now. There we go. Cereal. And here goes the unskippable cutscene again for the 8th time. I'm gonna make a joke about how maybe by the time I did this in New Game Plus, the time difference of me dying would have been equal to how many times we sat through the cutscene, but no, that's not true at all. That is beyond wishful thinking. Well, in the meantime, thoughts on the funny Tekken 8 Grabman? Oh, you don't want to know my thoughts. None of them have anything nice to say about the funny Grabman. My thoughts boil down to all of my Hyperlight Drifter save file names. Loud. Alright, while I'm waiting on the cutscene, I'm going to look up a question I had earlier about the names of the location. Alright, let's see. Just tell us where. I honestly think they might just be referred to as north, east, west, and south. So apparently the entire map is called the Land of Light. I didn't know that. Okay, here we go. The mountains or the Divine Path, lake or the Eastern Water Shelf, Crystal Forest or the Midnight Woods, and Barren Hills or the Wastes. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize cutscene was over. Okay, so they're the wastes, not the desert. That honestly makes more sense. They kind of weren't very deserty. For simple terms, mountain, lake, crystal forest, wastes. I've done this 8 times. I really hope that we finish this by the night. I love this game, but I kind of don't want to keep doing this. Almost set up the tutorial again. After replaying Breath of the Wild again, I can say that weapons feel a lot more fragile than they do in Tears, including the decayed weapons. Only weapons that have a decent only weapons that have decent durability are royal weapons. I definitely always remember the fragility of the weapons being highly exaggerated, but I guess I also haven't played Breath of the Wild in so long. I still don't like how Tears handled it though, especially decaying the weapons, make them actively worse. Um, just to make them better. I did not like that change at all. Over here. And it really goes to show you this game. Don't get comfortable anywhere. Anywhere can be your demise. Especially up in the mountains. Well, and the lake. Yeah, every area it can be your demise if you're not careful. Getting rid of the Guardian weapons sucked too, yep. I mean, they had an equivalent in Tears, but they looked way worse. I just love the Guardian, like aesthetics. All the weapons, the armor. While the Shrines, aesthetic was a bit overdone, that ancient technology aesthetic, I still love that in Breath of the Wild, especially more than in Tears. I mean, I love it in general when games try to do technology that feels ancient but also way more advanced than what's currently available. Weird they kept the ancient arrows, yep. I guess they felt like they had to. But what's the point? Because they were made to kill guardians. Tears made so many weird decisions. I'm not getting back into a Tears rant. I know I need to fill dead air, but I'd rather dead air than complaining about Tears again for the millionth time. Yeah, the ancient Sheikah designs for the shrines and weapons are way cooler than the Zonai stuff. I mean, I don't mind the Zonai shrine aesthetics, but I definitely don't care for the robot designs at all. I remember when I first saw them, I was like, that's it? This is what's replacing Guardians? I was feel like I'm missing one in this area, but I'm not. I did get both of them, right, though? Like, I did pick up the one off of... Okay, I did. There should have been a Guardian replacement that wasn't Doomhands, 100%. Getting rid of Breath of the Wild's most iconic enemy and then not even replacing it with something similarly iconic, yeah, that was a terrible decision. I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. Because not only does removing the Guardian threat make the game feel so empty, especially in the areas that Guardians normally were in, but then you just get rid of that ever-present danger. And sure, the Gloomhands were dangerous, but they were... You didn't know they were even there, and they were only in very, very select spots around the map. Yeah, I like Gloomhands too, but they're not Guardians. They're a cool new enemy, but they're not the game's most iconic enemy. Ranting about Tears again. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Maybe I should play a 2D Zelda one day for as much as I like Drifter. I mean, they're definitely very completely different games, but I still probably need to play 2D Zelda one day. Gloomhands would have been better if that ram chance spawn anywhere you are except for shrines. That might have been a bit much, but I don't know. Maybe maybe make it to where it's like a visible spot on the map, something you can see from a distance and wonder something's off, and then when you get close to it, then they trigger. Like something subtle that it can sneak up on you, but not literally invisible, so you're just walking and then, oh, you accidentally wandered into their territory. Because if you're looking for them, you have to remember exactly where you found one. And that just sucks. And yeah, literally the only way to find them again is if you just remembered exactly where they are, or you marked it on the map when you encountered one. First time running to them was quite an experience. The music and the sky turning red with clouds moving extremely fast. I mean, there's no denying the first time you encounter them, they're terrifying, because again, they just appear out of nowhere. Ow. That was close. I should not have been at 4 HP. But I also, once again, don't think they compare to the first time encountering a Guardian and having the music play like that. To be honest, I don't even remember the Gloomhaven music, but the Guardian music will stick with me forever. Ah! Wait, what? Oh, I almost missed that. Yeah, I'm very concerned for the future of the Zelda franchise. I do not think Tears of the Kingdom is a good precedent whatsoever. And especially after how people reacted to it, it's only giving them a bad example that the fan base will eat up anything they put out. I'm gonna concentrate now. I'm not resetting here again. Guardian music is very iconic, but the music for Gloomhaven is also pretty good. I just don't remember it. Alright, I hope they still go for open world like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Thing is, I think finding a new style would be best. I think Breath of the Wild and Tears did the open world, and it did it well, but they need to experiment with the series. I think trying to find a perfect blend between old Zelda and new Zelda is the best approach. Like you can still keep the scale of Breath of the Wild, or at least a fully open world. Like you can even do a traditional Zelda game where everything's just one big map with no loading screens, and you can still technically call it open world with dungeons. But I just want something different from them. And especially after how derivative Tears was, I'm scared of what they will do if they continue that same style. Alright, concentration mode. Enough complaining about Zelda. There we go. Alright. We're not gonna have a repeat of last time. Let's make this the run. Hopefully they can have another lightning in a bottle for the next game. I don't know. They're gonna have to prove themselves to me again. I've lost a bit of faith in the Zelda team. Just like Monolith Soft. I don't really trust Monolith to make a good Xenoblade game again unless they port X. Alright, I will not be doing Dash Challenge. I'm not wasting my luck on it. Even though there is a gear bit lock behind it. What? Why is this spot so precise? There we go. Yeah, I hate being so jaded about the Zelda franchise, but they really have lost my trust. Tears is the most disappointing game I've ever played. I don't think there's anything that's ever been as big a disappointment. Like even Sonic Forces, that was just me being in denial about how bad that game actually looked. That was on me for thinking they actually learned from their mistakes and could make a good Sonic game again. They still haven't. But Tears was just everything I feared it would be. And I was in the honeymoon phase for so long I couldn't see it. That spot is almost impossible to win, right? Yeah. That's why I usually go diagonally. Ah. I'm wasting so many health packs on just barely missing ledges. I don't think there's any enemies yet, right? Yeah. Safe for now. A lot of Nintendo games lately have not been... And they're really delivering on expectations. Well, that's not true. Kirby will always still be great. Well, not always, but Kirby's been great lately. Mario Wonder was quite good. It's basically just your Xenoblades and your Zeldas have not been doing great. Fire Emblem's been taking weird directions. Don't laugh if that pillar is a run under one of these. Okay, I should have been looking at the screen whenever I... Oh, don't have reflect yet. I swear, if one of my attempts is just from me falling off a ledge, ends from me falling off a ledge in some way, that's gonna be annoying. Alright, let's calm down a bit. Clear my head. and focus on a good run. Oh, missed the health pack. I need that. Frog. Maybe I can convince Sadie to play this game just on the fact there's a frog in it. I will corrupt somebody else to this game one day, I swear. Surely this needs to be a secret if I can only see it from this corner. I feel like I'm going crazy. One day I will corrupt more people to playing this masterpiece. It really feels like there should be more in this room. What time is it? We've been going for about an hour and a half. Plus the 15 minutes of starting up stream. We've already had two resets. I was about to say, I couldn't remember what was the furthest I made it the first time, but I remember now. It's in the secret room in this area. But yeah, this really is just one of the greatest games ever made. It is crazy how I did not appreciate it my first playthrough. Oh, I see one more down there. I'm good on healing. You haven't even reached the killer cutscene. Alright. I'm gonna have to go full concentration here. I'm not dying to these plants. Hmm? Oh, I don't like this. Hmm? Alright, good thing I saved all these health packs. I swear, sometimes it just feels like, those plants can go across the entire screen. Yeah, what still scares me though is how little progress I've made in the wastes, and how little I've had to practice the wastes. Hmm. Careful, careful. I swear I'm way too reckless against the guys with guns. Since I'm used to having reflectors. I need reflect shot as soon as possible. What's my gear bit count at? Alright, still a ways away. Still a... Yeah, no, I said it right. Hmm? That scared me. I am so on edge. The gun dudes are honestly pretty dangerous, especially in rooms with a bunch of melee enemies. Yep, trust me, I've noticed that. Because they do so little damage, you don't think much of them, and that's what's dangerous. You underestimate them. Because on their own, they're not dangerous. But if you don't take them seriously, it becomes a problem real fast. Fire straight! Ugh! Great. Maybe I just had to have it on screen. By the time you invest into some grenades, you don't really need them other than archer's mines, yeah. Yeah, that's just health, so I'll save that. Again, I don't really use grenades at all in this game. It's only good for Archer's boss. And maybe just a last-minute emergency if you feel like you need it. They'd be helpful for these crowded rooms, but again, I just don't rely on them, so I don't think I would ever remember to use them. And they're not my first instinct to use when I'm in trouble. Oh, this is way easier than trying to time that. I'm so nervous. I don't want to have to restart this thing again. I just need to concentrate. I need to keep things engaging without just being complete silence the whole time, but I can't let it distract me from concentrating on the game. There. No, it's not. Okay, there it is. Multitask here compels you. No. Not happening. Alright, I'm very close to getting my reflector. Wait, do it? Yeah, I need a reflector. Charge slash is not necessary for the lake. What? There we go. Alright. I died in here last time. Let's not make that mistake again. Alright, we're good. I mean, it's not over yet, but that was the most dangerous area. I just can't take more damage before I can heal it. Because, not being able to get the safety to heal, that's usually when things go wrong. And you know what? I'm healing as well. Any upcoming games I'm looking forward to? Well, obviously, I've mentioned Hyper Light Breaker. Obviously, you know Monster Hunter Wilds. Wilds is the most anticipated, but we got a while for that one. Sonic Generations Remaster. Because if Sega can't make good games again, just re-release the ones that are good. Hopefully the new content isn't awful, and then as long as they just don't mess up the port, that's automatically better than anything they've released since Generations. Ow. A couple of other stuff. Let's see. Hyper Light Breaker, Sword of the Sea. That's also... haven't heard any information on that. That's the Giant Squid game. Giant Squid. New game from who made? They're the ones who made Abzu, The Pathless. I think the creative lead also made Journey. Not a big fan of Journey, but I love The Pathless. That is one of the best indie games I've played. So I'm definitely looking forward to whatever they can pull off, but it also just hasn't had any information on since it was announced. Looking forward to Silksong. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh whenever I see that word, since hopefully that's coming out within the next 2 years. It's also a game been in the works by one of the people who made Hollow Knight called Crow's Worms, kind of like a 2D Bloodborne mixed with Hollow Knight. Never heard of it, but cool. Let's see, what else am I looking forward to? Gotta play Final Fantasy Rebirth at some point this year. After I've replayed Remake. Yeah, not much else I'm like super excited. Kingdom Hearts 4, if that counts at all, but the game's an inevitability more than anything, and we also still don't know a single thing about it. Oh, that's the monolith. I'm not falling for that again. Tablet. Ow. Oh, I should have not wasted my healing. This was just up ahead. I always forget. What else am I looking forward to, though? Silksong might actually happen before the next Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, we haven't heard of anything from that, like, what, 2 years by this point. Yet another game that was announced way too early. I mean, there's some small stuff I'm looking forward to. Elden Ring DLC. I might try that, what's it called? Stellar Blade game, maybe? Depends on how that reviews and stuff. Looks kind of Nier Automata-y. Nier Automata-y, I mean. Reflect. But, PlayStation also hasn't had the best record with the recent exclusives, so that's definitely a a cautious one. What else? Does Akuma count? Oh, the Final Fantasy 16 DLC came out. I might play that at some point, but don't know when. I never even played the Horizon Forbidden West DLC, but I'm not sure how to feel about that game anymore. Shame not going for the Charge Slash. You must suffer again. Shame not going for the Charge Slash. You must suffer against the projectile. Oh, no. Not happening. Charge Slash is not useful here in the lake. Don't they normally jump out much faster than that? That felt way too easy. Ow. Wait, no, I missed it. Go back. Yeah, that's weird. We jump immediately after that cutscene. I'm not complaining. Oh, you want to know one thing? I'm pretty sure. I didn't know about this game. At least I'm pretty sure this is true. Apparently, the tower area and the tower archer is all Switch exclusive content. I'm pretty sure that's exclusive to the special edition stuff. And I don't know if any other consoles have special edition. I mean, that'd be kind of dumb if they don't, but... I don't have any healing, and that concerns me. You know what? I am not risking it. I will play this as the safest, as the safest run so far. Even if I have to be extra slow, I am getting health. Shame the sword projectile doesn't really do anything cool. Yeah, I never care for that weapon. Excuse me. I just feel like, in general, I just don't like really any of the other weapons in this game, other than situational uses of the sniper. I prefer the simplicity of the default pistol. Makes for excellent sword combos. Ow. Sometimes it's best to take your time and get as many resources as you can, but also increases your chance of death. That's why I go here. This is the safest way to get to my knowledge, it's the safest way to get health packs as quickly as possible. Sniper's alright, I just don't care for the recoil and putting a little. I like the sniper purely for when you use it as a ranged weapon. Because the pistol's just inaccurate sometimes, and then it's especially good for taking out the gun guys as fast as possible. Alright, I feel a lot more comfortable. So yes, I'm down to 2 health already. You bug the bottle frogs? When you go back, that always happens, but no, that's not supposed to happen the first time. If you go back, you can always, kill them before they can get up. I didn't know he could light himself on fire, that's funny. One second, I'm gonna pause it, and I'm gonna go check out my cat. Hey, Sylvester. From what I've seen so far, a handgun and sword combo seems to more dangerous than sword plus shotgun. Seeing you get hit a lot in between. It's mostly just due to timing. There's a really particular rhythm you gotta do with it. Hello, Fuzzball. Yes, cat? I'm a little busy. I swear this cat's gonna paw at me at the worst possible time. Yes, I see you! Besides, I just love the rhythm of, sword plus pistol combos. They feel so good to pull off. And what helps is you can do them in pretty much any order. So if you start with gun, you can just switch to sword, and if the gun didn't kill, you can just go right back to sword. Just alternating between 2 hits of sword and gun just feels incredible. What was the extra key I got that one time? I remember I found another key hidden in an area I usually forget to check, but I don't remember where that is. Because if I don't have that one, I can certainly give up any hopes of a potential bonus Tower Archer fight. Although to be fair, even if this is the successful attempt, I guarantee you I'll be over it by the time I'm done. Tower Archer is pretty much only a bonus if I do it first try of the stream. I don't like this. I don't like this. Alright, save. Don't kill me, killer cutscene. Alright. I'm safe. Two gear bits behind that door. You're talking about the key door? Yeah, I can't get that. Plus, remember last time, we wandered in there without knowing what's in there. Unless you're referring to somewhere different. And that's why I got reflect. Ow. You can almost get charge slash. Alright, there's nothing over here except a health pack and a tablet, right? Pretty sure that's just a waste of time. This tablet, okay. Alright. Oh wait, no, I missed one health pack, I think, right? I left one because I didn't feel like I needed it, and let me be at full health. There we go. Alright, this boss is pathetic. But things can go wrong. Never mind, things can't go wrong. This boss is pathetic. Man, this thing's a joke. Truly an epic gamer moment. Alright, well, it's technically the first I've made it since last time. I'm nearly at where I am not going in that room again. I'm doing the bare minimum back up in mountains. Now the real suffering can begin. Alright, lake is done again. The worst part of what remains in the mountains should be Hierophant. I don't need to go back into the dangerous room. Crazy made it all the way to the desert last stream. Yeah, I felt that was it. If it wasn't for me just getting careless at that one spot and just kind of zoning out, or not even that I zoned out, I just got tunnel visioned. Dude, I felt like that was it. Yeah, that was there. Because where I died was not a difficult spot at all. I just didn't realize my health didn't heal. I think that was by far the most painful of all my deaths. After charge slash, baby. Love this thing. Alright, I will go to the tutorial area next. Desert was honestly one of the easiest areas. For me, in my successful attempt, I did use the walkthrough to see enemy placements before I entered a room. Just felt big time. Yeah, that's not what I'm doing though. But I'm confident I have a very safe route through the wastes. I hear a cat locked in the bathroom. You have to free her. Alright, so again, just to remind myself of my route. I go through all of Summoner's route, which is by far the easiest of all the paths, and has the most pathetic boss, even near on the same level as easy as the frog. I mean, once I have him, I go through Sorcerer's 1-star door and get the first, module at like the halfway point or however far it's into, which is not very far. There's some difficult enemies in that area, but I don't have to go very far to get it. And then I go to Archer, which is mandatory, and he has 2 modules hidden in his path. And then that's it. That's all I have to do. I only have to fight 2 bosses. Just Summoner and Archer, which are by the easiest one, and then one that's just mandatory anyway. Any other games you played that has this good pixel art that is this was Any other games you played that have this good pixel art that is this or Celeste? I mean, I get what you mean, but the wording was just a bit odd. I don't think so. Pandora is fine, but I would not say on any of these games is level. You know what? I am not dying to this thing. Okay, that was almost embarrassing. English in English. I'm not even sure what other games I've played with that even really have pixel art styles. At least no, I haven't really played classic games. Would have been an actual trap. I would have closed stream, to be honest. Have I played any other pixel art indie games at least? our fault, technically. That's all I can think of. Yeah, that was further proof. Don't get complacent anywhere in this game. It does not matter where. Every square inch of this game is dangerous. I am playing it as safe as humanly possible in this area. I'm not going through the more dangerous area just because I wanted to, like, earlier. Started watching that Life Era video and it's been good so far. Also, 06 is a lot more broken than I originally thought. That game... That game wasn't taken out of the oven too soon. It was delivered to the table before it was even put into the oven. Now, I definitely do think 06 hate, like, it's a bit overhated. I mean, granted, like, watching that video definitely made me think it's probably a lot more miserable to actually play than I'm remembering. But I definitely think 06 is far from the worst Sonic game. Because if it had if they actually gave it any form of development time, it could have been turned into a good game. Obviously, there needed to be a lot of rewrites, but 06 was raw, but not in a good way. Yeah. Yeah, that thing wasn't half baked. It just wasn't cooked at all. But I definitely think 06 could have easily been a good game. Obviously, there's so much they had to iron out, and more than just polishing what's already there. But like, they had a lot of great ideas. All right, I'm leaving this area now. But it's just unfinished in every sense of the word. It was completely rushed out the door just to meet a holiday deadline. If they didn't have to just, because obviously rushing a game, because like when you're rushing a game, not only is what you have just going to be unfinished and unpolished, but having such a short deadline also means you have to settle on a few ideas that just could have been completely ironed out or reworked entirely. So when the game is rushed so badly, they just have to, all right, this is what we have to stick with, and we just got to try to make it work. And I just, 06 could have been a good game in a future where they gave it any proper time. We do not live in that reality, though. I would rather play 06 than Sonic Forces, to be honest. 06 is bad, but at least it can be funny bad sometimes. And again, I think it had some good ideas. But Sonic Forces just makes me not Sonic Forces. Sonic Frontiers just makes me feel nothing. I was stuck. I couldn't do anything. I'm just gonna go through this area again just to actually practice what I should have done. Okay, never mind. That was a bad idea. Alright, well, I need to work on that area, it seems. Oh, Hmm. Yes, I died twice, technically. Alright, This is probably the last one. If I fail in this attempt, I think I'm done for the night. I should save the UG for this one, because this is what I'm really feeling. We can run past this dude, don't have to fight him. I forgot about that. Alright, good to know. Good to know. I bonked on a wall and then they stun locked me. That was agony. Very true. Alright, one second, I'm gonna check my cat. Oh, little cutscene plays. There. This game. I just want to be free. Anyway, to answer your question, I got a bit sidetracked there. What is the worst Sonic game? Probably Forces. That's the one I hate the absolute most. Sonic Boom was just painfully boring. It really depends on your definition. Um, if something's so mind-numbingly boring and it just offers nothing, makes you feel nothing, or a game where every aspect of it, like technically Sonic Forces is not even a bad game, it's just insanely mediocre, but it fails on every conceivable level in how to make a Sonic game. Every aspect of that game just angers me to no end. It's just, how could one mess this up that badly? Because, like, 06 could have been a good game, but is hilariously unfinished. There is no realm where Sonic Forces could have been good. No one on that team knew what they were doing. And then Sonic Boom had a very unfortunate development history of the team wanting to do a lot of things, but then Sega meddled with it, and it became what it did. Like, from what I know, yeah, Sonic Boom was like, the team had a lot of ambitions, but then Sega meddled way too much, and it became what it is. Oh yeah, remember when I said there were 2 silver Lavathos in that one room in Trial of the Sword? I had to sneak up behind them and put down wood and light it on fire and let them burn. Well, that's an option, alright. Okay, it's done. Alright, it's done. Alright, this is the last attempt for tonight. Let's make it the successful attempt. Will it into being. Let's not get aggravated and depressed, but use it as motivation to let's finish this thing. Straight, will you? There we go. Oh, that was a waste. Seconds. Back to set deal with cat again. Yeah, dealing with cats is not a one and done thing. Alright. I need to be optimistic about this run. I just need to concentrate, not make any stupid decisions, and stop panicking. And then everything will work out. I have the route, I have the strategies, I just need the execution. Which is better, crunchy peanut butter or normal? I mean, it depends on what it's being used for, but generally crunchy. Like generally crunchy, but I don't necessarily want it for everything. Which is better than PB&J? Yeah, crunchy generally. I don't dislike smooth either. I just like peanut butter generally. I don't have a dislike for either, but yeah, generally crunchy is better in most cases. Let's do this. Let this be the final attempt. Don't get careless. Keep a calm head. remember your strategies and remember the route, and everything will work out fine, I hope. Wait, where is it? Ah, it's right here. I might have forgotten this one a couple times. Favorite smoothie? Hopefully this doesn't count as ice cream and Curse of the Run. I'm assuming you mean like milkshake. Since you say ice cream. But no, I don't drink smoothies, but I also don't really drink milkshake either now that I think about it, but if I had to drink a milkshake, it would be, Chick-fil-A's peppermint milkshake during the holiday season. That's the one I actually like. Otherwise, I don't drink milkshakes. I had a gingerbread one from somewhere, but I don't remember where at this point. That was a long time ago. Didn't know they did milkshakes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do milkshakes regularly, but they have a special holiday one that's, only available in winter. But yeah, I can't say I'm a milkshake person. If I'm having something with ice cream, I typically just go for a McDonald's or Dairy Queen sundae. So the winter one is good if you like peppermint chocolate chip. But it's more, like candy cane peppermint than like just a than just a typical mint milkshake. I don't know how to feel about mint type of stuff. I'm generally not a mint guy, but that's just like the one that's pretty good. It's not like overpowering or anything. Stuff like spearmint I like, but yeah, I love spearmint, but I'm not usually a mint person. Anything spearmint, yeah, I can tear that up. Be so silent, but talking is what's gotten me killed all these times. Thoughts on the OG Sweet Tarts? Never really been a fan of them. Or just Sweet Tarts in general. I'm not typically a sour candy kind of person. Which I guess they aren't the sourest thing in the world, but I've also just never really cared for them. But I didn't need to talk to him. Chill criminal. I mean, I don't dislike him or anything, but once again, it just kind of gets to the point where I know what I like, and I only eat the stuff I know I already like. It's not often I really experiment with new stuff or old stuff I haven't had in a while. And again, I have nothing against sweet tarts, I just don't eat them. Simple as that, really. There's probably a lot of candy, probably just a lot of food in general. Like, I have nothing against them, but I just don't eat them. Good on health. Thoughts on Werther's? I like Werther's. Don't always want to have them, but I usually crazy about caramel, but really like Werther's. Now, I love caramel for sure, but caramel is is something that if you have too much of caramel, it's way too rich and it just takes away from it. But in the right balance, caramel is one of the most dangerous substances out there. But again, caramel has to be in the right balance. It is super easy for caramel to be way too rich. Whoa, okay, that scared me. My sword missed and I panicked. Oh, that scared me. Yeah, but with caramel, you really need it to be in balance with something else and in the right ratio. Like, I'm not a big... I don't really like chocolate by itself. But I don't mind chocolate when it's with something else, like peanut butter or caramel, something like that. And again, if it's just say, if it's just chocolate and caramel, like I love stuff like Rolos because I find they're perfectly balanced with the amount of caramel and chocolate, but stuff like those Cadbury eggs, that is way too much. Like those Cadbury caramel eggs are honestly sickening to eat. Probably know this, but do not let yourself get surrounded by the bird wizards. Yes, trust me. I know you can get one shot in this area. Whoa, 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 what happened there? Why did I teleport? Good. And they just concentrate there. Dreaming Hatchet breaking the game. The only I've had is Cadbury's before. It. I mean, I know there's different types of it. Like the cream one, I actually don't think I've had that one. But what I'm talking about is the caramel eggs. They're, it's just filled. The entire thing is just filled with a thick layer of chocolate, and then the entire thing is just nothing but caramel, and it is way too rich. I don't care for those at all. But again, I love Rolos because those just strike the perfect balance of chocolate to caramel. Thoughts on Kit Kats? Don't care for Kit Kats. Like, they're fine, they're edible, but not my first pick when it comes to candy bars. White chocolate's not bad, but regular ones, just, they're edible, that's about it. Like, again, I'm not a chocolate person. Especially if it's just chocolate, I don't like. I do not like plain chocolate bars whatsoever. Or chocolate flavored things. I only like chocolate when, again, it's in a good balance of other stuff, like, I like Take Fives, 100 Grands, whatchamacallits. What else is another one? Some forms of Reese's. Or Reese's. Actually, I'm not a big fan of regular Reese's, but it's more like the Reese's Take Fives or some of their other things like aren't too bad. Ah, Pillar. Kit Kats don't seem as good as when I was a kid. I've just never really cared for them. Like, I like wafers, but Kit Kats are kind of nothing but chocolate and wafers, so, yeah. Like the Easter egg Reese's, they always taste better than normal ones to me. I can't remember when I've had. I remember them not being bad either, but honestly, Reese's Pieces are just better than a normal Reese's. Oh yeah, another example of why I don't care for chocolate. I don't like regular M&Ms, but I can absolutely tear up some peanut butter, caramel, or just peanut M&Ms especially. But regular M&Ms I don't care for at all. Reese's Pieces have always been hit and miss when I have some. No. Ow. Alright, I think that's all the enemies until I reach the warp pad. So I don't have to waste any healing. Oh, no, I go underground. That's right. Butterfingers can also be alright. But I also have to be in the mood for Butterfingers. I don't know why. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I just don't want them. Yeah, peanut M&Ms are great. I don't know what it is about them specifically, but I feel like peanut M&Ms just kind of universally accepted as the best M&Ms. But peanut butter and caramel are also pretty good. Yeah. I still think it's funny how we just run out of stuff to talk about, so we just resort to talking about the most random of stuff like candy and stuff. But better than silence, I guess. How late is it? It's not as late as I thought. Um, normally I'm pushing this stream up till almost 2 o'clock. I guess I usually have longer attempts during those. You ever really click with Butterfingers? Yeah. Butterfingers are weird. Sometimes I like them. Sometimes I just don't want them. But yeah, my thoughts on chocolate bars are weird. Really like the Snickers. I have peanuts. Most candies I have peanuts. I don't even remember the last time I had a Snickers. I don't remember that being bad, but it's just something I just kind of forget is there. Again, I will eat I will eat chocolate bars that have stuff like peanut butter, caramel, peanuts, pretzels, wafers, and but if the chocolate is too dominant, I don't care for it. Like, you will never see me eat just a plain Hershey's bar, for sure. Because it's also weird sometimes it's not right. Yeah, that's also another one I just don't have, so I don't really have an opinion on it. Alright, I'm gonna concentrate for a bit. You can get some chocolate conversations going while I focus. Alright. Alright, I think that's the smoothest that's ever gone. Can I hit you with a bunch of weird topics to help with the loss of sanity? You gotta remember, I don't have Reflect anymore. I think that's another problem I have with these runs is, I forget which upgrades I have at when. When I get used to them. I'm stressed. I want this to be the run, but well, those other runs are kind of getting to me. It's hard to feel optimistic or energized. No, can't think like that. Be positive. I need to treat it like this is the run. It's also easy to think too far ahead of the area you're in. Yep. I gotta figure out where did I find that extra key? Oh, wait, I might have also gone um, up to the monolith room first. Or tablet room first. Oh, I didn't see him. I mean, it's not like I need what's locked behind the 3-star or 3-key door anyway, unless there's like a sword behind there that I don't know about. Yeah, I think the key to this one is just making sure the pillar's on the screen. Some free healing. Yeah, this is so much easier. Have I never tried that before? What's the socioeconomic state of the world? Yeah, no. I mean, to be honest, I really don't keep up with the news, but I know some really not good things are going on, but I don't watch the news, and I have left Twitter, so I keep that depressing stuff out of my feed. Right, I don't wish to be in the dark about anything of the world, of the state of the world, but I do not need it present 24/7 for the best honesty. Yeah. Deleting Twitter was the best decision. That site is a cesspool on top of a sinking ship piloted by Elon Musk. After he lit the ship on fire, taking over. Not make it. With that on that stuff is honestly depressing. Yeah, that's exactly why I don't keep up with it. I do not wish to be in the dark of what's going on, but I do not wish to dwell on it. Twitter was just cursed from birth. And the thing is, the site itself wasn't the worst thing before Elon. It was the users. But now he just made the site itself borderline unusable. And then that's on top of Twitter just being the worst place imaginable. And I love how everyone is in full agreement to never acknowledge it as X. What a travesty that site is. The sad thing is, YouTube is not much better these days. That site is also slowly destroying itself, but the sad thing is there is no alternative for YouTube. Anything that's tried is crash and burn. And then I hear Twitch isn't much better either. So all the mega corporation social medias are just travesty. Who would have thought? Yeah, we desperately need something new to make YouTube actually try to be better. What I think was the worst competitor, I say in air quotes, to YouTube was TikTok. Because then every single social media just tried copying TikTok. And TikTok is like the worst thing ever. I cannot stand TikTok and all the imitations. Literally everything tried to replicate it. YouTube with the YouTube Shorts, Twitter with its entire format. I'm assuming other ones did it as well. That app is a stain on the industry. And YouTube is just getting worse by the day. How it treats its creators, how awful its algorithm is, how awful its copyright stuff is. Its UI just gets worse by the day. I've still not accepted whatever the current UI is. And what is it with companies and just... We've had it too good for too long, let's just make our UI worse in every way. Oh, I'm gonna get some health refills. Alright. Talk has done irreparable damage. Just like the explosion of battle passes in games. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Honestly, there's just a lot. And there's a lot of things in games that have done irreparable damage. I think you can blame mobile games for a lot of issues we have in modern gaming. Microtransactions especially. Oh, I broke the frogs again. Every company seems to go bad once they make it big enough. Yeah, who would have thought? It's like mega corporations aren't our friends. I gotta concentrate. There are a couple areas I can perish to here. And these barrels have traumatized me since that one time. Two gearbits next to each other? Really? Good old greed having to ruin everything eventually. 'Tis the human nature. Humanity always has to ruin everything. Alright, well, let's stop talking about depressing topics, especially when I'm trying to remain positive about the run. Right, I'm gonna try to think of a topic. Let's just keep it simple. Favorite video game villains. And it can be for any reason. Whether they're just entertaining comedic villains or intimidating, just pure evil, or well-written, nuanced, morally gray villains. It doesn't matter. Just what are some of your favorites? Because there are many I have across the spectrum. A lot of comedic ones though. I wanted to shut that door. There we go. Oh. I was too close to that barrel. Hey, Sylvester. But yeah, some of my personal favorites. Although you've probably not played a lot of the games I'm gonna say. Dr. Nefarious, Ratchet and Clank. Sho Minamoto from The World Ends With You. Tears Ganon was nice. Yeah, he was the best Ganon, but I'm also not gonna say he's up there as one of my favorite villains. Though I do like him and Demise, but I still might prefer Demise now in retrospect. Especially some of the absurdities of Ganon. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Multiple from Kingdom Hearts. Xemnas is definitely my favorite. And then Vanitas as well. Ooh, Hades from Kid Icarus Uprising. Absolute perfection. Snatcher. Hat in Time. Fantastic villains that make their screen presence known. Super entertaining. And though I make fun of this game to death, Jin from Xenoblade 2 is probably still the best villain within the Xenoblade franchise. Oh, Also, can't forget the conductor from Hat in Time as well. I can honestly name multiple from the World of Review. I'm gonna try to stay within the realm of ones you might be aware of. Um, honestly, Dr. Eggman is great. You know, pre-colors, back when characters actually had good writing. Listen, what are some good examples off the top of my head? Like, I could definitely name characters, but it's just whether or not you've even heard of them, or without spoiling too. Some of, oh yeah, I could definitely name some that involve heavy spoilers. Oh yeah, there's definitely some with heavy spoilers. I'm gonna avoid those. Eggman has been very threatening of late, but I mean, let's be fair. Every character has been flanderized to the point of unrecognition now. It's not just Eggman; it's every single character. Not one Sonic character is even a shred of what they used to be. Not one Sonic game is a shred of what the writing used to be. Eggman, yeah, Eggman used to just be this perfect comical, cartoon supervillain that also still managed to be threatening when he needed to be. He was like he was entertaining in a bit of a incompetent supervillain who always lose, but he still always managed to still show why he's such a big threat to begin with. Perfect amount. Don't even have to go out of my way. I could probably think of a lot more, but just not many outside of spoiler territory, and then obviously games you just never played. Yeah, that's about all I can think of. Wait, what am I doing? I can just work. Yeah, I'm out of examples, at least off the top of my head. New topic. Gotta find one. Alright, I will go for... I'm gonna go for the tablet room after I'm done with the mountain, because if I die at the mountain again, it's just a huge waste of time. Let's get the hard stuff done first, and then if I survive, I'll get more gear bits. Alright, I got a new topic. You ever done a deathless run in any game? No. This is... I've attempted one. I wanted to try Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal deathless because that was just me trying to look for challenge runs. Wait, already, what am I doing? I can leave now. That's when I was just trying to look for any challenge runs I could feasibly do. Because again, challenge runs are pretty much the only thing I do when I stream. And that was just the one game I knew well enough, and I felt confident in my skill enough that I could feasibly do it without dying. I gave up after one stream because I just don't stream consistently. I always intend to do these challenge runs, but then I never finish them. But no, this is my first legitimate attempt at doing it. I never said my question, did I? What are some of your favorite fighting game characters in general? It does not necessarily have to mean favorite characters from your favorite fighting games, but the individual characters themselves. What are just some of your favorites you've ever played, regardless of how else the mechanics might stack up in that game? Because I can assure you, many of my favorite fighting game. Alright, I'm going to concentrate. I'm taking your advice. Okay. Get me out of here, get me out of here. Oh, ooh, that was close. That was a bad situation. And I'm out of healing too. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. This is the furthest we've made it. This is the furthest we've made it. Let this be the run. Let this be the run. Although it is getting kind of late. If this is the run, might be pushing it. Ever thought about making another 10 out of 3 heart run for any of the Zeldas? I don't know. I honestly... replaying the Zeldas, just... I don't know. Because there was one time I wanted to stream all of the 3D Zeldas, and then while I was at it, I was also going to do 3 hearts, but I didn't make it past Jabu Jabu and Ocarina of Time. And I hated the N64 version of Ocarina of Time anyway. Alright, you gotta be careful. There's a lot of birds up there. Oh yeah, I should not have taken that. Sorry, I forgot about that. Alright, I'm getting more tired now. S. Broly, Z. Broly, Vegito, Cooley Goku, UI, Ridley, K-Roll, Piranha Plant, Potemkin, Happy Chaos, and Funny Grabman and Tekken 8. Yeah, that's expected. Thankfully not as many grapplers in there as I expected it to be, but also a lot of... Alright. I've already said my favorite fighting game characters many times, so... I'll focus on that after the boss. I need full concentration on this. Okay, I do have Charge Slash, gotta remember that. Oh, I didn't mean to trigger it yet. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'm not in a good situation. I'm panicking a bit. Alright. That was not good. Alright, we're good, but that was my last heal. Oh, no, this is not good, this is not good. I have no words. I choked. Yeah, that was just pure panic there. Alright, well. This was not the stream. Yeah, that's an accurate name. Goodbye. Well, yes, it's very easy to panic. And especially when my Charge Slash missed not only the birds, but the boss. Oh, I went into pure panic mode there. Alright, well, that's it. That's the stream. Take care, comrade. I'll let you know whenever it is the next time I feel like doing this. Take care.